John Marshall on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. A transgender activist group is planning a protest in Washington, D.C. this weekend, just days after a transgender person opened fire at a Nashville, Tennessee school, killing 6 people, including 3 children. Using the hashtag #TransDayOfVengeance, the Trans Radical Activist Network tried promoting the event on Twitter. The social media platform removed more than 5,000 tweets that shared a poster about the protest, fearing it would incite violence. In a press release on their website, the group acknowledged the mass shooting and the victims, but denied there is any connection between the shooting and their protest, saying it's about unity. The Mississippi Senate has voted to reject the nomination of African-American Dr. Robert Taylor as the next state school superintendent. The Black Information Network's Terry McCready has the story.
By a vote of 31 to 21 along party lines, the Republican-controlled Senate decided not to confirm the nomination of Taylor, with some citing issues with the Board of Education's hiring process as the reason. Members of the Mississippi Legislative Black Caucus expressing outrage, saying the only reason Taylor was not confirmed is because he's black. I'm Terry McCready on the Black Information Network.
Former President Barack Obama recently traveled to Melbourne, Australia on his speaking tour in the country. A welcome ceremony was planned and an indigenous elder, Auntie Joy Murphy Wandin, was asked to perform at the business luncheon but was removed after she was told she was being difficult. The 78-year-old requested a support person to assist her and to provide Mr. Obama with a gum leaf as a gift, something that is a tradition in her culture. The National Indigenous Times reports that Auntie Joy was both shocked and distressed by the incident. She also said the organizers did call her to apologize and she accepted their re-invitation for her to perform. And Kansas City, Missouri is one of the most musical cities in the United States, and one organization is offering the chance of a lifetime for black artists and musicians to join their not-for-profit Creative City KC, Inc. The organization is the only U.S. member of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. African-American founder and executive director of Creative City KC, Inc., Anita Dixon Brown, says they are opening the opportunity for artists to expand their reach, travel, record, and perform across the world. To begin the process of becoming a partner, email creativecitykc@gmail.com to express interest. I'm Bree Wood, along with John Marshall on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com. Now here's Mike Moore with your Healthy Minutes.
Headaches, many of us get them from time to time, but did you know what they're linked to? First, let's describe them. 2 types of severe headaches are being linked to the body's internal clock. Cluster headaches cause an intense burst of pain around the eye that can last for about 15 minutes and reoccur for up to 3 hours. A new study published recently says cluster headaches are more common in males than females. Unlike migraines, which are more common in females, and that cluster headaches are usually happening at night, while migraines usually come during the day. Dr. Mark Burris is the study's lead author and the director of the Will Irwin Headache Research Center at UT Health, Houston, Texas. He said the body's circadian rhythm appears to be involved in both headache disorders. Researchers found that 52% of the world's population is impacted in either of the headache disorders. And that's your Healthy Minute. I'm Mike Moore from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
I'm Weston Tishome with the story of another black builder. Horace King was born into slavery in South Carolina on September 8, 1807, and even though it was illegal to teach slaves, he learned how to read, write, and build at a very young age. In his early 20s, King would be sold to John Goodwin, a contractor familiar with King's unique skill set. It is believed that King would later study at Oberlin College, the first college in Ohio to admit African Americans. The pair would build houses in Alabama, which eventually led to a contract for the Columbus City Bridge, the first of many to be built by King. Allowed to keep a portion of his earnings, King would purchase his freedom in 1846. Sadly, King would become a slave owner himself, but later attempted to establish a colony of freedmen in Georgia. As part of Reconstruction, King's projects, some of which still stand today, include bridges, factories, and the Lee County, Alabama courthouse, making Horace King one of our greatest black builders. I'm Weston Tishome for the Black Information Network.
9:10 a.m. KKSF, Oakland, the Black Information Network.
Tell your smart device to play Bay Area's BIN 910 on iHeartRadio. I'm Nicole Deal.
And I'm Mike Stevens on the Black Information Network.
We began with new reports of former President Donald Trump being indicted and a black prosecutor in New York, Alvin Bragg, leading the charge. The New York Times is reporting that a grand jury recently voted